This evening on House and Home, our Besta mum Miriam makes a healthy Besta mackerel salad. Dr. Ambi continues with family caregivers on mental health. Standing in for Rosemary is Tina of BSB to give us the BSB July update. The Institute of Surveyors of PNG joins us once again, explaining the instruments and procedures of surveying. And Bill Neal of Brown Bell this time encourages a good night's sleep with the quality pillow range they have in store over at Brown Bell. Hello everyone and a wonderful evening to you all. Thank you for joining me once again on House and Home. There have been some great activities that took place over the past 2 weekends. The Mask Festival that was held over in Kimbe and the Warwagira held over in Rabaul a weekend ago, to name a couple, and of course the New Island Cultural Day that took place on Tuesday last week, which I didn't get a chance to make mention of on last week's show. All celebrations came alive with traditional excitement and colour. I'm certain that everyone that attended those events or other events not mentioned would have had a memorable time. Over the weekend just gone, I noted there were quite a few fundraising events that took place. And of course, the nightlife here in the nation's capital came alive with quite a few events that took place, especially with international recording artist Jay Williams, who was in Port Moresby performing Saturday night. Well, let's move along and head over to our House and Home kitchen and join Miriam for the Cooking with Besta segment. Enjoy.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta tuna chunks in 185 grams. Packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta tuna chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
Good night everyone. Welcome and thank you for watching another House and Home Cooking with Besta. Our tonight's recipe is called Besta mackerel salad. In front of me we have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of freshly chopped basil, 1 ripe tomato chopped, 1 small onion finely chopped, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 garlic minced, half chopped cucumber, and our main ingredient, Besta mackerel in natural oil in 155 grams. Firstly, we'll add in our Besta mackerel and break into chunks. Then we add in our cucumber, and then we add in our tomatoes, onion, our olive oil, minced garlic, tomato paste, our basil for seasoning, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of black pepper for taste. Okay viewers, this is how your Besta mackerel salad should look like. We'll mix all of them together. You know, Besta mackerel is a good source of omega-3, and you can purchase this at your nearest supermarket. Okay viewers, our Besta mackerel salad is now ready to be served. Here you have it, a very simple recipe to prepare, and our recipe is once again called Besta mackerel salad. Thank you for watching and hope you meet me again next week same time on House and Home Cooking with Besta. It's better, it's Besta, pride of PNG.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta tuna chunks in 185 grams. Packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta tuna chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
Another great recipe there for the whole family. After the break, we join Dr. Ambi talking more on family caregivers, so stay watching.
Welcome to another mental health segment with Our House and Home. Viewers, me hamamas through that also you me understanding family caregivers now how important they are. This last segment, me talk also last segment, we are going to talk about the tips for taking care of yourself, because we know that family caregiver, when they work hard, they get burned out. So in today's segment, we're going to talk about how we could take care of all these family caregivers, what they could do for themselves. Now, before I go to that particular point, there are 6 points we're going to talk about, that tips, how we could take care. For those viewers who didn't hear about the family caregivers, I would like to let you all know that providing care for a family member tripla walk, and it has got a great energy, and you need to have a lot of kindness and love and loyalty, because we want to get a positive care. You know, Papa Mama below you and look out him you go through. Now I'm only sick stop. Now I'm chance below me pla lo give him all care. Like all Papa God and me talking you please. Or same how now you may give him this love back to your people who have given you. So we know in our culture that Mipla also look out him all la boo boo or Papa Mama below you me with a lot of care, and that's we know that our the One Talk system is one of the beautiful system. Me like ask him all get a man lo come lo one him kind culture lo maintain him now all wives or husbands or come from different culture come to an amicable way where you can in fact give a great love to your loved ones in their stages where they need help from you. Now, me like give him also time you give him this like caregiving, people can go through burnout. Burnout is also an extreme reaction to a very stressful work. So we know that a lot of One Talks love to give the work, but they get very stressed out and burn out. So we know that in the last segment we got to know about the warning signs. So this segment we're going to talk about what are those tips, how we could take care of ourselves if we are a caregiver. 1 plus something, 2 time you feeling or kissing this warning sign, you must, even before you get the warning sign, you must have these 6 activities I tell you. You will be able to overcome, and you will be a great asset to your family, and you will be a victor in your own, that you have actually achieved and given good care to the loved ones you really want to care them in their stages where they need care. And 1 point, the tips for taking care of yourself, we must remember something, all of you, that think that you must give some time for yourself, because when you're enjoying caregiving, you must self-respect is important. When you are a caregiving, you find time out to nurture yourself, and might seem sometimes very impossible or very hard, but you must remember you must find time to give some time for yourself. Without that, you may have a lot of mental health problem, physical health problem, and you may not have that strength to give this caregiving. So the self-permission to rest and to do things, to enjoy what God has given to you in a daily basis is very important, and you will become a better caregiver than any other person. So there are secrets. 1, to incorporate activities. You must have some activities that gives you pleasure even when you don't really feel like it. Suppose you don't feel like Mosem, you must find him activities like listen to the music or work in the garden or enjoy with some kind of hobby, engage into those hobbies, and whatever you enjoy, you must put it in your diary, and you must do that, incorporate that activities while you are taking care of your loved ones. Number 2, you must pamper yourself. That means doesn't mean you go to the pubs and get drunk and do the negative activities. You must pamper yourself, take a warm bath or give some energy to boosting activities or whatever, or do some hairdressing, go to the hair salon or with your friends. Number 3, eat balanced food. You must remember nutrition is very important if you are a caregiver. So you must nurture yourself and your body with the right balanced food. So find time to exercise. Even if you don't find time, you must find at least half an hour or 15 minutes. You must do your best and also at least have 7 hours sleep, where you can be very healthy and you can be a very productive person. Number 4 point is to laughter. You know, laughter is the best medicine. It actually creates some kind of good chemicals within your brain, and those brains, that the brains will be healthy and you can't get depression and things like that. So laughter is and really is a good medicine. And if you have a daylight break, like whatever you do, and you take a comic books or listen to some or watch some funny movies or something where you can have, and wherever time, have some humor rather than being serious all the time. And number 5 is to keep a journal. Have a diary, keep a journal, write down. Write him all kata something na create him this like emotion, want him something come, write it down, because that's one way of dealing yourself and release your emotions. Number 6 is arrange a telephone. Nowadays you sabe also you maybe got also mobile phones, you know, can walk sing out him all man married or like boyfriends or girlfriends na create him trouble, but have a telephone for good thing to contact your family members or friends and things like that, that you can always or if you can't even go out, you can't go out of the place, you invite your friends to come over to your place and have a coffee or something like that, or contact your church members, and you might feel that you can break through this burnout. So viewers, you pelajarin pinislo last segment, now this segment, how to be a great caregiver. Even if your one talks or relatives or friends or loved ones are sick, you might be a caregiver or you might be a care receiver, or both at any time in our life. So chance blomilo talks avilo all geta papa mama na all geta husati in this la trouble or is this la kind walk is stop. Hamamasi stop, because use hamama stop all get something you walk by come up good through. So this la time you must put him Papa God straight, na line him think blow you straight, na make him you yet come up or some good pla Papa God by come up blow you, now give him walk blow you try pla walk straight. So until segment you pla all get look out him you pla good, now look him you lo next segment with beautiful other topics that I could give a better knowledge to all of you. Until then, take care and God bless you all. Bye bye.
Thank you once again, Dr. Ambi. Up next, we find out which provinces benefited from the BSB's community projects over this last month. That's coming right up, straight after these messages. See you shortly.
It's your lives, they're your dreams. It's your career and your business. So dream your dreams, get down to business, make a career. Whoever you are, whatever you do, get more out of life with BSB, your bank.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to BSB's House and Home segment for this month. We've heard much about BSB's mobile banking over the last few months with the mobile banking campaign. Congratulations to all our winners. One feature that stands out for BSB mobile banking is the funds transfer performed via the mobile phone. With BSB mobile banking funds transfer, you have the option of transferring funds from your account to another account within BSB. Funds are transferred in real time, but that is not all. With mobile banking, you can even have the option to transfer funds from your BSB account to an account in another bank within PNG. This saves you time and is a lot safer. Now, you don't need to withdraw, handle cash, or visit other banks to do manual deposits. By using your phone, you can simply dial *131*2*2#. Now to BSB support in extending banking and business opportunities nationwide. BSB and Super Value Stores Limited recently announced the signing of an MOU to formalize a strategic relationship to facilitate financial inclusion and expansion of small business opportunities in Papua New Guinea. SBS plans to roll out 3,000 Super Village stores throughout PNG and has elected to enter an exclusive and strategic business relationship with BSP. Each Super Village store will become a BSP agent. Bringing together the country's leading bank and retailer will be a catalyst for local communities to have access to high-quality goods as well as the best financial services and new business opportunities. BSP proudly partnered with the East New Britain Tourism Authority in staging the 2013 Wad Wagira and 19th Mask Festival, which was held from the 17th to the 21st of this month. Since its inception, the Wad Wagira and Mask Festival has grown from strength to strength, making it one of the most anticipated festivals on the PNG cultural calendar. With BSP's community projects, we had 4 branches that completed this month. Firstly, we had the Lorengau branch who installed 60 wheelie bins around town, followed by a massive joint effort by Kokopo and Rabaul branch that carried out maintenance work and donation of office equipment including office chairs, mattresses, rubbish bins and various medical equipment to Tapipi Rural Health Center. BSP Group CEO Robin Fleming handed over the project and highlighted that the project was chosen as we believe in providing quality health care for the people who access this center for medical treatment. Over in Popondetta, the branch installed a Tafa tank and also gave a fresh new look to a grade 8 classroom at Resurrection Primary School. And finally, wrapping up the handovers for this month, we have the KVN branch who constructed a children's playground at KVN General Hospital, the first of its kind that brightened up the children's faces. On that note, we have come to the end of another BSP segment. Until next time, good evening.
It's your life. They're your dreams. It's your career and your business. So dream your dreams. Get down to business. Make a career. Whoever you are, whatever you do. Get more out of life with BSP, your bank.
After the break, Institute surveyors of PNG demonstrate the procedures on surveying. Welcome back. With all the building and road construction taking place all over, many of you would have noticed several teams of guys working off gadgets on tripods and possibly running bits of coloured strings and what looks to be tape measures on the ground. These teams are mostly gentlemen and land surveyors. Last week, we got an education on what land surveying is all about. On this evening's House and Home show, James Murray and the surveying team demonstrate instrumentation and procedures on surveying.
Hello, and welcome to the second segment for the Institute of Surveyors of Papua New Guinea here on House and Home. Last week, if you joined us, we talked in length about the survey profession and surveying as a whole. We talked in terms of the Survey Acts and the regulations and the directions that our surveyors have to abide by in our profession of surveying. This week, we should be talking more about the instrumentation and the equipment that we surveyors use out and about to do our job and do our surveys. Joining me today is Ko Henny. Ko is a registered surveyor himself, and he's also a financial member of the Institute of Surveyors of PNG. Joining him as well to talk about the instrumentation and the equipment that our surveyors use out in our everyday work in our profession is Luther Siperson, our Surveyor General, whom I introduced last week in last week's show. So I'll let you gentlemen to make aware to the public our instrumentation and equipment. These are just some of the equipment, by the way, that we surveyors use when we do our surveys.
Thank you very much, James Murray. Over here we have a surveyor's total station. The total station is the successor to the theodolite. Previously the surveyors used the theodolite to measure angles, horizontal angles and vertical angles. But over here, and the distances were measured manually using a tape measure or what was called a chain. Nowadays, this successor to the theodolite and the chain incorporated us measuring our angles, both horizontally and vertically, and our distances also. And on top of that, it incorporates the data recorder, so it saves the surveyor from recording things manually, his data manually. The data is now automatically recorded into this total station here. It's a Topcon total station manufactured by Topcon Instruments from the US. With the data recorder here, you can be able to insert this flash drive into this here, instrument here. The data that you record in the field is stored within your memory card. And then you can be able to download that onto your computer using the proper software that you have for data processing. In this instance, we're talking about CivilCAD, which has now been upgraded to call Magnet, an internationally sold software that is used by surveyors, engineers, and all people who do planning or construction in the field. Over here we have the GPS data recorder. This recorder records data from the GPS base over here and also from the rover. The data which can be then downloaded onto your field laptop computer or on your desktop computers for data processing. Luther here will also introduce you to the handheld GPS system which he is holding with him.
I'm holding a Magellan Explorist 510 handheld GPS. This GPS is used as a laser instrument. It is used mainly for tracking, game fishing. Geologists also use this instrument to pick up the position that they actually pick up rocks in the bush. Okay, I am the regulator of all the survey instruments in this country. Survey equipment that is not authorized by my office, the Office of the Surveyor General, cannot be used for surveying. And this equipment has been used by so-called experts to pick up positions and use it as an equipment to measure boundary surveys. It is not authorized by my office. There is an instance, this equipment was used on the Highlands Highway. They are claiming to be 101% accurate. This instrument gives an accuracy of 10 meters, 5 meters to 10 meters, or even 20 meters. Whereas this one gives an accuracy of 2 millimeters, that much. This one gives you about from here to that building over there. So that is the difference that this and that can achieve in terms of surveying. So I just want to inform the public that are viewing this program tonight, don't be misled by so-called experts who are using this handheld instrument to measure boundaries. This is unauthorized by my office. I authorized this GPS system here. And it has been used to perform impact projects in the country. For example, the Highlands Highway. Somebody used this instrument claiming to achieve 101%. Who did the actual quality assurance of that project? We cannot be misled to use equipments that are not authorized, that are not approved by the Office of the Surveyor General. This Hyper 2 GPS is the authorized equipment to conduct boundary surveys or conduct surveying in this country. The price comparison between the Hyper 2 global positioning system and the handheld GPS, these two receivers and the software cost about 300,000 kina. This one cost about 100 kina. So how can you conduct an impact project costing millions of kina with a 100 kina instrument? I authorized this equipment here. That is the one that is recognized by the Office of the Surveyor General.
With these two GPS units, you could still use one as the base and the other as a rover to do big DTM surveys or topographic surveys of areas which the recorder can be able to record data to a maximum of about 500 to 800 meters.
All right, thank you, Cole, and thank you, Luther. That ends this segment for Institute of Surveyors of PNG on House and Home. We have one more segment coming up next week, which we will be joined by the President of the Institute of Surveyors himself, Mr. Tony Lubin. We hope that we have made you aware of all the equipment and the accessories that we surveyors use out there in the field when we do our surveys. If you'd like more information about the equipment that been demonstrated here today, you can contact Kohu or myself at Theodist, which are Theodist are the main and the sole resellers of Theodist survey equipment and accessories PNG wide. We thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you all again next week.
Wow, I've definitely learned a thing or two on surveying in general there. Landmarking or mapping with the use of GPS. Now you can't get any more accurate in land positioning, measuring or constructing with the use of the total station, which is an upgrade from the theodolites and the GPS base and rover set. Also not forgetting that reflector. You see, I was listening attentively to what Mr. Kohuheni was explaining. Be sure to join James and the surveying team next week on the show. After the break, are you in need of a solution to get that uninterrupted good night's rest? Stay watching as we cross over to Bill Neal over at the Brian Bell Home Centre.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Bill Neal from Brian Bell. In today's fast-paced society, not enough emphasis is put on sleep. Sleep is very important because it can lead to sleep deprivation and onto other things such as insomnia, which affect your well-being, which is your body and your mind. Not being able to function properly can affect your work and, other areas of your life. And also, different people sleep differently. You may sleep on your stomach, other people sleep on their sides, some people sleep on their back. There are all sorts of weird and wonderful ways of getting a good night's rest. Now, in order to have a good night's rest, you need a comfortable bedroom area, which would mean mattress and pillow. Take a look at these wonderful pillows. For example, this is the firmer pillow for the people who want support around their head when they're sleeping, and this is the softer pillow that is used for the people who like a little bit more comfort. Come and look at our wide range of pillows and see which pillow best suits your sleeping needs. This pillow is naturally comfortable with a natural cotton cover, so it is soft. It also has a soft support for those who like to snuggle into their pillows. It's hypoallergenic, meaning it's good for those suffering from asthma. Tontine Breathe Easy. This is also a soft pillow and would fit any standard size pillowcases. The fiber fill has been BioGuard treated, preventing dust mites, mold, mildew and bacteria from living in your pillows. This is good for kids and even adults who have sensitive skin. Tontine Tummy Sleeper. Are you the type of person who sleeps on their stomach? Well, this is a pillow for you. The height and feel of this pillow suits tummy sleepers since it has a medium feel. It has a sanitized polyester filling so that people who have asthma or who have sensitive skin won't have any problems sleeping at night. Crestwell Everyday Soft Pillow. This is good for shifting sleepers or for people who constantly change their sleeping positions. This pillow is soft but gives your neck firm support. With its treated microfiber filling, it's also good for people with asthma. Crestwell Low and Soft Pillow. This is also good for tummy sleepers and for those who like to snuggle deep into their pillows. This is ideal for people who are petite or who have smaller frames, like kids. Crestwell Microdown Pillow. This has a luxurious feel of a duck or a chicken down feathers, but this is actually made of treated microfiber fillings, which gives asthma sufferers a good night's sleep, or just for those who like to have a super comfortable doze. Dreamway Pillow. A regular everyday pillow, but nonetheless hypoallergenic because of its polyester fiber fill. This gives you a soft support for pillow snugglers. Indulgence Pillows. Go ahead and pamper yourself with comfort with this low and soft pillow. This is also ideal for people who sleep on their tummies because the cover is pure cotton and the inside is filled with treated polyester fiber fillings. This is a good bet for asthma sufferers to give them a night-to-night sleep. There's also the Indulgence Pillow for side sleepers. This has polyester fiber fillings which act like tiny springs to keep your pillow in shape and for your long-lasting comfort. Luxury Medium Pillow. This is soft and good for people with medium frames, more or less a pillow made for women to give them utmost neck and back support. This is also non-allergenic. Tontine Simply Living. This is suitable for side and back sleepers and is made of natural cotton cover. It offers sleepers with a firm support. Aside from pillows, we also have quilts from Tontine and Crestwell. They come in various sizes from single, double, queen and king and would give you various warmth levels. So whether you are sleeping in an air-conditioned room or dozing off somewhere up in the mountains or in the highlands, a well-matched pillow and a quilt would give you a luxurious and restful sleep. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode, and remember, great products, great prices, only at Brian Bell.
Best price, best quality, guaranteed at Brian Bell.
Right on, Mr. B.
A good night's sleep will help with your productivity the next day. Also, just to share with you on something I picked up on, a new research conducted by a university in Sweden has observed that those that have a bad night's sleep affects their eating habits. The loss of sleep has resulted for some increased levels of hunger the next day, and this can send one's healthy eating habits off the rails. I would tend to agree with this. So if you're not sleeping well, then do something about it. Invest in a new pillow, mattress, or swap your mattress for the floor for a change. For whatever the reason you are not sleeping well, I encourage you to find a solution and work towards getting well rested. Thank you, Bill Neal, and we'll look forward to next week's Brian Bell episode. And since we're on the topic of what's best for us to prosper in good health, here's something you should know about the goodness of honey. That's right, honey. Honey has enough nutrients to get you through the day and get rid of that lethargic feeling. The sweet-tasting honey is ideal to maintain the glucose level of the body as it instantly gets absorbed in the blood and gives an energy boost. Nature always blesses us with its miraculous products, and one such product is the golden-colored honey. This sweet treat is available throughout the year and tastes its best when harvested fresh. Honey is also known to be the best substitute for sugar. In fact, it should be substituted with sugar whenever possible. Here are some convincing facts that may help you analyze the goodness of honey. It has the ideal source of essential nutrients. Honey is rich in vitamins such as B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, and vitamin C. It also contains some vital minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, phosphate, copper, zinc, iodine, and sulfur. Some of these minerals are important for the release of various hormones in the body. Take honey as an effective antioxidant. A regular intake of honey helps to increase the antioxidant levels in the body, therefore protects the cells from the harmful damages caused by free radicals. Free radicals are the natural or chemical effects that damage your skin cells or cells in your body, and that's just putting it vaguely. The effective antioxidant properties of the honey are determined by its color. The darker the color of the honey, the higher will be the level of antioxidants. Improves cardiovascular health. Honey is also known to improve heart health and reduce cholesterol. Use honey as an immunity booster. Honey is known to boost the immune system, and researchers prove that. Honey has been found to increase both white and red blood cells, so it helps develop immunity to fight against chronic diseases and also stabilizes hemoglobin. It is quite effective at upper respiratory tract infections. To cure infections of the upper respiratory tract and nighttime coughing, honey is an effective remedy, especially in children. Experiments were conducted where children from age 2 to adults of the age 18 having respiratory tract infections were given a teaspoon of buckwheat honey at nighttime. All these patients showed significant improvements. However, doctors do not recommend honey for children under the age of 2. Using honey as an antibacterial and antifungal. Honey is well known for its antibacterial and antifungal properties. Peter Molan, director of the Honey Research Unit at the University of Waikato, New Zealand, stated that all honey is antibacterial because the bees add an enzyme that makes hydrogen peroxide. It has been found effective for the treatment of stomach ulcers and also bacterial gastroenteritis. It is a natural healer of external wounds and can be used as first aid treatment for burns and cuts, if you don't mind the stickiness, that is. Take honey as an effective weight loss treatment. Honey is believed to burn excessive fat in the body by mobilizing them for the release of energy. The energy thus produced is used up in various physical activities. It is suggested to take a tablespoonful of honey mixed with warm water. This helps regulate the digestive system and decreases excess weight. Lemon can also be added to this mixture to get rid of the belly fat. But I am a true believer that if you want the desired results of a well-toned tummy, you need to put in the hard yards as well and incorporate the required exercise to target your stomach area and not forgetting that waistline. Also a note to you all, Keeping the weight off the midsection of your body improves longevity and reduces your chances of contracting diabetes and other chronic diseases. Use honey as an anti-inflammatory. Honey is found effective in treating chronic arthritis because of its anti-inflammatory property. And believe it or not, it also helps to relieve itchiness and irritation resulting from mosquito bites. Alternative cure for skin infections. Honey is beneficial for treating various skin infections such as ringworm and eczema. Applying a mixture of 3 tablespoons honey and 1 teaspoon of powdered cinnamon on the skin may also help you get rid of pimples. It is advised by many doctors around the globe to at least add a spoonful of honey to your daily diet. These are only just a few facts on the goodness of honey. If you want to know more, I highly recommend that you do your own bit of research. There's nothing like stimulating the brain by feeding it with a whole lot of good knowledge. Even make an effort to research the point I made about free radicals. You'll be amazed at what you learn and possibly appreciate the need to keep a healthy diet. And it's not about eating the healthy foods that you don't like. Be encouraged to eat more of the healthy foods that you do like. More on House and Home in a moment, so stay with us. Welcome back. Now last week I didn't get a chance to make mention on the New Ireland Provincial Day celebrations that were held over the public holiday, the 23rd of July. It was a good turnout and thoroughly enjoyed by all. We're going to leave you with highlights of the celebration, but before we do that, let me give you a quick brief on what to expect next week on House and Home. Chef Biari joins us once again for the Zenai Cooking Show. There's more on surveying with the team from the Institute Surveyors of PNG. It's Besta Rice Balls on Cooking with Besta, and Bill Neal of Brown Bell showcases another great quality buy over at Brown Bell. Hope your week is a productive one and look forward to having your company once again on House and Home. We now leave you with the highlights of the New Ireland Day celebrations. From the House and Home crew and myself, we bid you a pleasant evening. Good night.